Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to address a comment that was made underneath my most recent What's New for Blue video on Saturday. So I was scrolling through the comments and answering and liking and hearting as I normally do, and I did come across this one comment that kind of made me think just a little bit, and then I decided this would make a nice video topic just to discuss. What is the difference between complaining and simply having an opinion about a movie? So where this all came from is the comment that I did see underneath that video. I'm actually going to put it right here so you know exactly what the comment is. Pretty much to the effect of, why do I collect? Because it seems like all I do is complain about movies. Where did this come from? So I went back and I rewatched the What's New for Blue video because maybe I was complaining about movies and I just didn't realize it. Sometimes when you say things that are off script, because that's what I do. When I record my videos, I am not practicing a billion times before I hit, record on my camera. That would take too much time and too much effort. I'm kind of known by just flying by the seat of my pants. Sometimes it gets me in trouble. Sometimes I am okay. But I don't work with a script. I pretty much know what I want to say about certain things, and so that's what I say. So maybe possibly I was overly negative in this video. So I went back and I rewatched the video, and I did not see anything to me that was really overly negative and complaining about something, except for one movie in particular, which was the movie Opus. Opus is coming out on Blu-ray in just a couple of days, and so I included that in What's New for Blue. And I was giving you my honest thoughts about the movie, because I am not going to lie to you. I am not going to lie to you and say, oh my God, this movie was just so good. It was the best movie I've seen in years. I am not that type of person. I am direct and I am very honest about my thoughts and my opinions about film. Hopefully, you guys have realized that over the past couple of years, and that is the reason why you come to my channel, is for the honesty. I am not going to sugarcoat things for you and say, oh, this is just so amazing. You need this on physical media. This was such a great watch in the theater. If it's not a great watch, I'm going to express my opinion, and I'm going to be very open, honest, and transparent about my experience. So when it came to the movie Opus, I was just honest about the movie, and I said, to me, and I always try to say to me, not to say that you guys should not watch this movie, because as I always say, film is subjective. We all have different thoughts and opinions about movies. No two people are going to have the exact same thoughts about the same movie. We are all going to have differences of opinions, and that is fine. And that's what's so great about the physical media or movie community, is that we can all have these different thoughts and opinions, and it is okay. Well, apparently to this certain gentleman, it was not okay. And he called into question, why do I even collect movies? Because apparently I complain about film all the time. To me, there is a huge difference between complaining / being very negative about every single movie and simply having an opinion. So that's what we're kind of going to discuss today. What is the difference between complaining and having an opinion? So for me, this is my specific opinion about this. I think someone is a complainer about film or overly negative if you complain or have very negative thoughts about every single movie that you are watching. If you are finding a problem or something negative in every single film, you're a complainer. You're a complainer, and I just think your overall attitude may be tending towards the negative side as a person. I'm not trying to call out anyone on this. I'm not being specific about anyone. This is just my personal feeling. If you go and see a movie and you're just finding every little thing wrong with it, you are nitpicking this movie to death, you're not finding anything positive about the film, you might be a complainer. And to me, that is not myself. Because even if I go and see a movie at the theater, and if I do decide to do a review about that movie, I try to find at least one positive thing about that film to talk about. Because I feel like every single movie, there's got to be at least one positive aspect about that project. Either the lighting is great, the location setting was awesome, you have one character actor in the background that just really grabbed my attention, something. There has to be something positive about every single movie. So I feel like a complainer of films just like rips everything apart and just does not care, and every single movie that they watch they're just not a fan of, and I think that person just has an overall bad negative attitude. Where I fall into the other category of I am just giving you my straight up honest opinion about that movie. I didn't really care for Opus, and that is okay. I don't need to pick up the physical media because I saw it at the movie theater. To me, it was a one-time watch. I did say that John Malkovich was definitely the best thing about that movie. There were a couple of other positive aspects that I did say. I can't remember just right now, but I did find positive aspects about that certain film. That does not make me a complainer. Does it? I don't think so. I am simply just expressing my thoughts and opinions about a movie. And like I said earlier in this video, just a couple of minutes ago, if I am giving you an overall positive review for every single movie that I watch, either at home on physical media with review copies or out in the theater, I don't think you guys would trust me. Because what person is going to watch every single movie for months and months and months on end and not have one complaint about anything? To me, that would be not realistic at all whatsoever. To me, that's kind of robotic. If you are just putting out positivity for every single movie that you see. To me, if I clicked on YouTube and I came across a certain channel that did nothing but positive reviews for every single brand new release for physical media or out in theaters, I would not trust that person. I would not trust that person's judgment about movies because that is just, like I said, not realistic. Because movies affect us all in different ways, in different genres, and I don't like every single genre of film. As we know, I am trying to be more open-minded to other genres. But if a movie's not good, if a movie sucks, I'm going to let you know. I'm going to let you know, and I am going to say it because I am honest to a fault. And when it comes to the review copies, because as you guys know, I do receive review copies from studios. I am very, very fortunate in that way. I am so thankful. I am blessed to say that. But just because I receive a review copy from a studio does not mean I am going to give a glowing review for every single movie. That is not going to happen. And I have proven that. There are past new release review videos where I'm talking about a review copy and I kind of annihilate it. And I recently did that with Kino Lorber, with Vice Squad. Vice Squad does not look good on 4K. It does not. I did not recommend that title to you. Only if you're a major fan of Wings Hauser, I guess if I'm remembering correctly, he's in that movie. If you're a major fan of, pimps and prostitutes, okay, go ahead, pick up Vice Squad. But I'm not saying that you need that 4K because it looks horrible. And that's where the trust comes in. That's where the trust comes in as a reviewer, as a movie lover. If I told you, buy this movie, buy Vice Squad on 4K, it looks fantastic, and you do so, and you pop it into your 4K player, and it looks like garbage, you would never trust my opinion again. Ever, ever again. And that is the truth. That is the honest to gosh truth. So that's where I fall. I fall in, I am honest. I am honest. Sometimes I'm honest to a fault, as I mentioned, but I would rather be honest to a fault than be dishonest and lose your trust. So I personally don't think that I'm a complainer, and I don't even know why my collecting physical media is being called into question, because that really has nothing to do with this at all whatsoever. It is just the, complaining or simply giving an opinion. And in my opinion, I am just simply giving my opinion about movies. If you do not agree with my opinion, that is fine. We don't have to agree, and that is okay. So, like I said, I just wanted to address that comment. I feel like I'm going to do this more in the future if a comment is made, that I want to talk about. We're making a video. We're going to make a video and we're going to talk about it, and I will express my point of view. So I'm not really sure what's going to happen. I'm not really sure what's going to happen now with these comments. We will see, but I thought it was an interesting, just little discussion that we could have. So where I fall now. I think I have more of an opinion than a complainer. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Where do you guys fall? Do you guys complain? Are you overly negative about movies, or are you just simply giving your opinion? Thank you so much for watching this video today. Don't forget to like and subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you next time.